All right, y'all. So today, let's start off with a 304 on socials. So lately, I've been talking more about just behaviors that you might see and more of the common things. But on social media, there is some absolute common things that you'll notice for a 304. Now, firstly, I'm gonna go straight to how they respond and what they do in their DMs, because I feel like if I start with like a female's page and what she puts out, her pictures, her bio, it really needs to be explained in details. And also, like, I see a lot of guys that say like, oh no, she's not a 304, but she looks like a 304 on socials. So I feel like that's basically a whole different topic for a different time, and it'll make sense once I get into details at that time, but it's not right now. So DMs and stuff, this is something I get commonly asked when I do consultations, like, what's her DMs looking like, what does this mean, or she said this guy slid in her DMs like this, or I seen her DMs, etc. A 304's DMs is going to look like she's specifically choosing the guys that she can benefit from. And if she is choosing the guy, she is most likely going to ignore every other guy and then see how far she can get with this guy for her own purpose. Okay, so there's two sides of this. There's the guys that are like, kind of giving still beta male simp, or still giving like not masculine, giving thirsty, right? She's gonna choose that side of guys to entertain when she wants to entertain them, when she's a 304, for gains such as he might spend money on her. She might be able to say a few different things, and he's gonna end up like spoiling her. He's gonna end up, let's even say, I don't know, tricking on her, as they say. So stuff like that, that's what she's aiming for those specific guys. The other side of it is the guys that are like, I gotta go straight to jocks. It came to my mind, y'all. The jocks, the Chaz and the Tyrones, the ladies' mans, I guess you can say, the masculine guys that you can't play around. And here's another thing that's more on the superficial side. When you do have a check, it does make a difference, especially if your page matches up to like, okay, the check is there for verification and like gives you some status. So it's there to basically confirm in a sense that, okay, this guy is like, having something going on, or he is known for something. Again, status matters these days, and sometimes it's equivalent to you having some sort of money or having some sort of motion. So if you have status and your page makes sense to her for someone that has a check, or it excites her a little bit more, you will stand out. It's not necessarily you have to have like thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers or followers, but definitely if you do have the status there and your page looks the part. And I'm not here to tell you how to make your page. That'll be a whole different video when I do like dating videos, dating online, dating on apps, etc. If y'all want that, let me know as well, but that would be for then. So that plays a difference. Those guys, that's the guys that get her wet. That's the guys that, man, be having her soaking down there before they even say a word. Now, obviously, the more that you are more verified, the more that you have ish going on, the more that women like really love you, want you, the more money that you look like you have or that you actually have, the more exciting you are to her. So therefore, she's gonna entertain you. Now here's the thing, this is where it gets a little bit complicated for a 304. She's gonna maybe want this guy, but it could be ending up for the wrong reasons, because most times these guys aren't gonna just be taking that one woman serious, and she might not be equipped and ready to be like what he's looking for. Either he's okay with polygamy or having multiple women, or if he is looking for a wife and he is looking to be monogamous, he's gonna have such requirements that she's probably most likely not gonna be up for it. And keep in mind, like, most times when a guy is attracted to a girl in the DMs, this is honestly real facts, and this is not just from like people I personally know and experience, but legit, I hear this stuff all the time during consultations. And don't forget, if you want to book your consultation, you could click it down below. I'll tell you what I hear all the time, but don't forget, I have all sorts of deals going on. You don't want to miss out on these deals. And I should have told you this earlier. If y'all want me to do these EP, let me know. I'll keep commenting it on these earlier videos, just to see more and more people tell me that they want it. I love doing them already, so I'm definitely going to be doing them. I already made up my mind kind of, but I do love to know what you guys want to see. So just let me know. It actually helps a lot. And just comment back, either say yes, maybe yes under a post, or say do them, whatever you want to say. And obviously comment what's your thoughts or your opinions on a 304, or how would you define one. Okay, now the thing that most of the time that is being said is gonna be that she is actually like, looking a certain way that attracts him, right, to her, lustfulness or whatever it may be. So most of the times these guys are going for girls or women that are looking like a 3 or 4 and act like a 3 or 4 with the hopes that he can turn her into a wife, or simply the realistic one is smashing. Y'all probably know about this one, or if you don't, you know now. I'm gonna do another updated version of this, but I want y'all to understand and realize, like, you got to be so careful which woman you choose, because at the end of the day, your life partner is going to mean the most. They're going to end up being a reflection of yourself, and not that, like, okay, you're a good person, you're a good man, she's going to be a good person and a good woman to you. But in the sense of, like, when your life is crumbling because she wasn't good to you, you probably know where it started from, and you probably know that maybe your mental health is going down the drain, or your life is, like, at rock bottom, or you just can't function fully, or your potential is going out the window just due to the facts of, okay, you keep going back to this woman and you're in love, you're emotionally tied, there's bonds there, she got you hooked. Okay, so just be very careful that you don't get yourself set up to that point, because you end up being the guy in the DMs, either on the sim side or the guy that she's actually, like, fancying, and, oh, okay, he's fine or whatever, and yet you want to take her serious. You do have money, or you do have status, or you do look good, or you have all going on, but yet she's a 3 or 4. She can replace you. She has so many other guys that probably look like you or similar to you in her DMs. Same identity type of thing going on. Same verification, maybe. Same amount of money, maybe even more or less. Really doesn't matter. But all of these things doesn't mean that, okay, you won her over just because you have it going on. Game is going to be always a crucial part, So I'm going to go more into this, but I was just explaining earlier, like, don't miss out on any of the deals. I've had a lot of sales stay on for a while. Some of them have ended, but there's still a lot going on. They will come to an end soon, so definitely do not miss them out, and be on the lookout for other products. But yes, of course, in Patreon, I'm going to try to remember to remind y'all in the beginning, but Patreon is actually a great place for y'all to go ahead and join, just due to the fact that you will know what a 3 or 4 is on an explicit level, on an exclusive level, on a deeper level on there, because there is no filter. It's just literally me being as straightforward, as honest as possible. So therefore, you'll definitely know what a HO is. Okay, so definitely check it out. The links are there. You can join for free, and there is 2 Patrons. You can join both or one. Back to what I was saying now. When you are that guy that you might think that, okay, I'm going to be exceptional for this girl that, let's just say, looks good. Let's not even say she looks like a 3 or 4, because a lot of times guys are going to narrow it down to, like, okay, does she post these type of pictures? How much is she showing? Is her legs like this and her back like that? And is it out? All sorts of stuff. There's going to be more out, like, break down and actually say the words and really get into details, but I'm just saying it like this because this is not the video for it. I told you, different time, different video. We gotta, spread it out. So basically, all I'm saying is, don't think because she looks like this, you can be the one to change her. A lot of times they know what they're saying to you. Like, these 3 or 4s, they're understanding, okay, you know what? If I just, make them smile, make them feel like, okay, I will be that wife, or, send them some whatever, like, sort of pictures or whatever. Y'all might be like, okay, I'm in love, or y'all fall for it easily. So, you're probably safer being the guy that's not going to take her serious. Not to say it should always be this way, but this is why a lot of times guys don't end up taking them serious, and guys just are there for one purpose, one reason, and I'm sure y'all know exactly what I'm referring to. Okay, now I'm gonna get into more details and talk more about, like, next time how the DMs go. Like, in the DMs, once these guys message her, and what she'll say or what she'll do, she's gonna try to, like, figure you out. She's gonna try to see, like, what value can you bring into her life. And then keep in mind, when I do this video another time, maybe the next part of this video, this series, I will talk about, like, posts that she'll make, like, type of posts that she'll make on her socials, what she'll upload, the blocking, because y'all, I can see that wanted a certain different type of version. I might drop 2 of these tonight. We'll see. Okay, all right, bye y'all. Love y'all. Take care of yourselves.